This is King Inkyboo with Tiny Archibald live from Exposition Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are once again playing the Deadball Era of PC Replay Baseball. This is a classic matchup. I go into this game, usually I just jump in a game. I'm going to be totally honest with you, lay my soul before you. I just jump into a game and play, hey, but not this one. This one, I come with fear and trepidation because it is the 1906 Chicago Cubs versus their great rivals, the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. Teams 1 and 2 in the National League so far. You can see the standings. But Chicago has a record of 24 and 5, and Pittsburgh is the second place team with 19 and 9. I feel these are the greatest rivals that the Cubs will have in this National League season. And so this is the second of 22 games that these two teams would play. I did not record game 1, played yesterday. It was a classic ball game. Mordecai Three-Finger Brown pitched a shutout for the 4th time this season in 8 starts as the Cubs won 1-0. And today's game, we'll have Jack Taylor going for the Cubs. He's 2-0 versus the Pittsburgh ace, Vic Willis. Let's do the starting lineups. We'll begin this game. Jack Taylor, you can see here, he's a pretty good pitcher, although he did not pitch very much in 1906. I believe he was traded sometime during this season, or if not, he was traded, or I think he went to the Cardinals, came back. Hey, this is not my expert. I'm not an expert in this era. I should just be quiet at this point. But Vic Willis, he has 6-1 so far this season, and he was a very good pitcher, as you can see. We, of course, will be playing as the Cubs, and as a result, of course, the AI plays as Pittsburgh. Here's the lineup for the Pirates. Jap Barbeau at third base, leading off. Tommy Leach in center field, batting second, batting third. In left field, Fred Clark. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Honus Wagner. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Dots Miller. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Bill Abstein. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Chief Wilson. Batting eighth, George Gibson, the catcher. And batting ninth, Vic Willis. Now it's up to us to choose our lineup for the Cubs. As you can see, we do not have many players. We get a couple players injured, and all of a sudden we're just barely making a roster. I guess that's baseball in 1906. Leading off, I usually have Frank Chance. He is a base stealer. He's an on-base kind of guy. Probably the best hitter on the Cubs, but he's leading off. Batting second will be Johnny Evers. I don't know. Everybody seems to think it's Evers, and it probably is, but I just think that Tinker to Evers the Chance sounds better than Tinker to Evers the Chance. He's batting second. Batting third, we'll have Harry Steinfeld, the third baseman. Batting fourth, Wildfire Schulte, the right fielder. Batting fifth, the catcher, Johnny Kling. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Jimmy Sheckard. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Joe Tinker. And batting eighth, the center fielder, Jimmy Slagle. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Jack Taylor. ESPN Baseball presents the 1906 Chicago Cubs versus the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. Tinker to Evers the Chance versus Honus Wagner and the boys from Pittsburgh. Number 1 and number 2 teams in the National League this season, and probably for the whole Deadball Era. The whole key to this game is Dots Miller. He's batting behind Honus Wagner, and pretty much any time the first baseman is open, Honus gets walked. So can Dots Miller come through when the pressure's on? We shall find out today. Here from Pittsburgh.
Replay Radio is live from Pittsburgh. Top of the first.
There's beautiful downtown Pittsburgh. vis-a-vis 1909. And let's get this ball game underway. Enough preamble. And an easy out to start the game. This Cub team, basically, they try to get a run sometime and then hold on for a shutout. That's
one out, base is empty.
That's their means of success so far. Great pitching. They don't have a great lineup. They're okay for that era, but you can't count on a lot of runs. Here's Johnny Evers. Oh, here comes a hit. Possible extra bases, although both teams have incredible outfields with the best, all three, the best possible score of 5. So we have to roll a 6 to get a double. And of course we don't. So it's Evers is held to a single.
Man on first.
So here's probably our second best hitter, Harry Steinfeld. Now, do we bunt? He's an excellent bunter. They're not expecting the bunt. But to get the guy to second base and hopefully Wildfire Schulte can get a base hit, or do we take our second best hitter and try to get a base hit or a hit and run? He's a pretty good hit and run man too. So this is the decision time. Do we play just knowing that one run makes such a difference? I am going to bunt. Yes, call me kooky.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
We were hoping it was to the first and third because it would have been not in. Much better chance of getting something good, but we'll have to live with this. And he gets a possible error. The error on the pitcher is 36, so we have a 50-50 shot of an error here. And I guess it went against us, but Evers is on second base, and hopefully Schulte can
man on second.
Knock him in. He has 11 RBIs so far this season, batting .269. Not very good for a cleanup hitter, but it is the dead ball era. And our strategy did not pay off. An easy ground out to Honus Wagner ends the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the first.
Here's Jack Taylor. He's 2-0 on the season. .77 ERA in 23.1 innings and a whip of 107. Facing the Pittsburgh lineup, starting with Jap Barbeau, not the greatest of on-base batters, but that's the one they choose to put out there, and he has a possible hit here. 33% chance of a hit, as he hits a good 19, plus the 1 makes 20, and the umpire is going to make the call, and he's safe at first base. He's very fast, and he's got a lot of great hitters behind him, so already the Cubs are in a bit of trouble here. So Tommy Leach is up, batting .244. We'll bring the corners in. He is an excellent bunter. And let's see if they try to get him over. Nope. It is a platoon advantage for the Cubs. And the leaping catch by Joe Tinker results in the out. If he would have been on second base, it would have been a double play.
1 out, man on first.
Okay, here's Fred Clark, the third place hitter of the Pirates. He's batting .238, no home runs, 5 RBIs, and 105 at bats. I don't think they'll bunt. And there was good stuff there for him, but he missed it, and it's just a simple fly out to Jimmy Slagle, 2 down. And here he is.
Man on first.
The great Honus Wagner. He's batting .356 with 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. He must lead the league in intentional walks. I know every time I face him, if there's an opportunity, I'll walk him. No questions asked. But in this case, first base is not open, so we'll pitch to him, and let's cross our fingers. And he gets on with a walk and perhaps a wild pitch. So it's kind of the same as an intentional walk. It's not devastating.
2 outs, men on first and second.
But there's a chance for not a wild pitch because Taylor is a 6, so he doesn't throw wild pitches. But Johnny Kling allows a lot of pass balls. So if we roll a 2 here, we got a pass ball. Otherwise, it's okay. Everything stays as it is. And of course, we roll a pass ball. So the batters advance, and it brings up Dots Miller with the base open.
2 outs, men on second and third.
So it's kind of the opposite of usual. Dots Miller usually has the hitter ahead of him intentionally walked. This time he might be intentionally walked. So let's see. There's not that much difference between Bill Abstein and Dots Miller, so we're gonna swing away, and he has 12 RBIs. He's come through more often than not. Doesn't he look like Alfred E. Newman? I don't know. To me, he looks like, I know this is before Alfred E. Newman and Mad Magazine, which originated in the 50s, but I don't know. He looks like it to me, and let's hope that he hits like Alfred E. Newman here. He does. Easy play to Joe Tinker to end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Top of the second.
So the Cubs survived the scare in the first inning. Let's see if we can give them a scare. Johnny Kling is up, batting .373. Pretty much the catching duties are half and half between him and Pete Moran. You can see we got 2 men on the bench. Wow. Sometimes we only have 1. And we only have 1 guy injured right now, Doc Gessler. So just baseball teams in general did not carry 25 men back then. I don't know if it was cutting costs or nobody ever got hurt or everybody just played every day and sucked it up. I don't know. They don't do a lot of maneuvering as managers, pinch hitting for this guy and platooning and all that kind of thing. Hey, typically that's a home run ball, but Willis doesn't give up many. And it's just a single, but we have a chance of a stolen base.
No outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Gibson is an excellent catcher, 5 rated catcher. Willis is average hold, so it's going to be about a 46. We have to roll higher than 46 on a 66 die to be able to steal here. So we only have a 33% chance of stealing. But we do it, 51. And Kling is on second base. So we got something going here in the second.
No outs, men on second. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Now what do we do? Do we bunt him over? Do we hope that because he's a left-handed batter, he hits it to the right side and advances the runner? The infield is playing in, so that makes our bunt more difficult. Still, it's not too bad. You know, that run sure would be nice. Although the batter behind him is not a guaranteed our run producer. But he's not a bad hitter. But just, imagine hitting the 1. Everything's a strikeout, pretty much. Or either a little pop fly. Here, this is good. This is bad. This is probably bad. Yeah, we have to roll a 6 to get a hit. So nothing much here. This is a good pitcher, so I think we're going to bunt. Call me kooky again, but didn't pay off last time. Well, it did. He bunted, but he didn't get him home on the with 2 outs. So let's hope
he's going to lay down a bunt.
That this pays off. It does. He gets the third. They'll probably bring the infield in, even though it's the second inning.
1 out.
Yep.
Man on third.
Here's
they
Joe.
Brought the infield in.
Joe Tinker. He is not a great hitter. A lot of bad stuff on that card. Let's hope for the best. I don't think so. Line out the shortstop. Does not come through.
2 outs, man on third.
So now I've got 2 out, man on third, and Jimmy Slagle up. And he's an easy out. Dots Miller makes the play, so nothing in the second inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
Here's Bill Abstein. I can't ask him how he pronounces his name since he hasn't been with us for a while. Hits the right column, but just a deep fly. Jimmy Sheckard, 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Chief Wilson. He has been a clutch hitter for the Pirates this year, batting .314. Lots of column 4 today.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's that great defensive catcher, George Gibson. I wonder if he's Kirk's great-grandfather, I don't know.
And just like that, the inning's over. Top of the third.
Okay, top of the third. Here's Taylor. He is not. Oh, he's not a bad hitter. 208. Let's hope he gets on. He doesn't. It's the one column, which is generally bad for hitters. And he grounds out to first base for one away.
One out, base is empty.
Here's Chance, who popped out in the first inning to lead off the game. This time he almost hits a home run, or maybe he will. Let's see. We've got to hit. Yes, we have a possible against right-handed batters. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 is the magic number. Let's hope we roll a 1. Cross your fingers, everybody. 2! So close, and yet so far, just a measly single. It's quite a difference with this 6-6. You know, you roll a 1, it's like home run, roll 2, single. But he can try to steal. Again, it's only a
1 out, man on first.
33% chance of a stolen base here. But he does it! So we have a man on second with 1 out. No bunting here,
out,
I promise
man
you
on
that.
second.
Here's Evers. He is not a great average hitter, but he seems to come through in the clutch as he's leading the team with 17 RBIs in the 2 spot. Not this time, though. Little fly ball. Weak fly ball to Wilson. 2 away.
2 outs, man on second.
Here's Harry Steinfeld. He will not have to bunt this time. Let's see what he can do. Oh, close. 1 away from a hit. Instead, nothing. Line out the right.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the third.
So you're seeing a typical Cub game. You know, some threats, possibilities, but, you know, hardly anything comes to pass. Here is a rare play with Vic Willis, the batter. He doesn't have much speed, so a even number doesn't hurt us very much. But it's an odd, so this could be devastating depending on the roll. Tapped in front of home plate. 1 roll against the catcher's defensive rating. He's an excellent catcher, so unless he rolls a 6, he should be out. But he does! He rolls a 6, and Willis is on. And we have a couple weird rolls already in this one.
No outs, man on first.
Here's Barbeau, Adrian Barbeau's grandfather. Corners in. That means he's probably a good-looking guy, I would think. And anyway, I know you young folks don't remember her, but she was a very attractive lady. Probably still is. Anyway, corners are in, and let's hope that we can get out of this one.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
Okay, so let's roll something good. Pop out, that's good. It's better than a fielder's choice because we still have the 1 runner on first base. Very
1 out, man on
slow
first.
runner. Here's Tommy Leach. Will he bunt? It's a possibility. We'll put the corners in. I don't know. Will we bunt twice in a row? Nope. Possible error, though. And that's the thing about the dead ball. There's lots of errors. That means his number, not too bad for a third baseman, 44. We roll 44 or less to avoid the error. Okay, so should we go for the lead runner? Or should we go for the batter? We could probably get the lead runner. Although the way I've been rolling today, you know, to get on base, he had to roll a 6, and he did. Chances are that I would go for the batter or the runner, and I would roll a 1, and then there'd be 2 men on. So I'm going to go for the batter. And that means Willis advances to second for Frank Clark.
2 outs, man on second.
So he's got some stuff here that will score runs. So that was the chance I was willing to take. I do not trust my rolling today, my luck in that. So as a result, we have a man in scoring position with 2 out. But it's okay. He just flies out the end of the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the fourth.
Here's Wildfire Schulte, batting .266. And he flies out. 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
Johnny Kling singled last time up. And he hit the good column, but he had to roll a 6 to get on. And as a result, he just lines out to
2
right.
outs, base is empty.
Here's Jimmy Sheckard, who bunted. successfully. This time he walks with the possibility of a stolen base. 2 men out, however, and Joe Tinker up. So
2 outs, men on first.
chances are nothing will come to pass from this. But we got to play the game, right? Rolls a 12, no stolen base there.
2 outs, men on first.
Tinker's up. Not bad. So, let's see, 3. Yeah, so magic number is 7. That's why we have 3 plus 4, 5, and 5 and 5. So these are the hits, and these are the outs. And if he would have been on second base, he probably would score, but and we hit the 2 anyway. So that's my rolling today, folks.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
I don't mind Wagner up with nobody on. And he's got a great card. And oh, he survived. He did not get on. Almost a walk, but not this time. Honus.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Miller. Hits a good column, but Taylor's a pretty good pitcher. And he just lines out to left.
2 outs, base is empty.
Absteen. Hits a good column. Again, Taylor contributes a very low number, and he lines out to center field. So that's a quick inning. We like those.
Easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 5th.
The bottom of the lineup, Slagle, Taylor, and the top of the order, Chance here in the 5th. That's an easy out. Pop up. Willis doesn't strike many batters out, otherwise that would have been a strikeout.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Taylor. He still has 19 batters to face, so no way that we're taking him out. And here's a rare play. Hits a 1, so it's just a fallout, and because there's huge foul territory here in Pittsburgh, it's a guaranteed pop-out. Will not reach the stands. So that's 2 down here in the 5th.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Chance, and he strikes out. Chance isn't doing much today.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Bottom of the 5th.
So here's a typical Cub game so far. Just going according to script. Nothing in the 5th. Wilson pops out to third.
1 out, base is empty.
Kirk Gibson's dad. Oh, he gets on. Dad, maybe grandfather, great-grandfather. He gets on, and there's a possible error. Schulte's 55. And away. Jose. Wildfire makes the
1 out,
play.
man on first.
So we'll probably see a bunt here with 1 out. Willis up. He's not a great hitter, 136. So I foresee a bunt. Let's see if
He's
true.
going to lay down a bunt.
He does bunt. Come on, let's get something good. No, not an error. Possible error. Frank Chance, 51. 63. 2 men on. Here's the biggest threat so far, ladies and gentlemen.
1 out, men on first and second.
Here's Jap Barbeau. Oh, hit the danger column, but he doesn't have much power. So therefore he just pops out. 2 out, but 2 men on.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Tommy Leach. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, rare play. And he's an excellent runner, and we don't have a choice with 2 out to go to any base. Otherwise, we try to get him if it's an even number. But this time we got to roll. So let's hope for not a even. 1 would have been best, but okay. So we got the rare play booked. Anything can happen here now. Uh-oh, what's happening? What's happening?
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on.
That's weird. It didn't explain what happened. All that happened was Gibson went to third, Leach reached first, and somehow Willis disappeared. And Tinker is highlighted. So it must just a ground out to 6-4. That's a rare play. Very unusual.
Top of the 6th.
Oh, but somebody's hurt. Who is hurt? Somebody got hurt on the play. E, substitution required. And it's one of my guys. And is it the batter, Evers? I don't understand who's hurt. So it looks, let's see if we go with the box score. No, we can't get in. Just wants a substitution and that's it. So it looks for some reason, it must have been the ground ball hit to Tinker, who tossed it to Evers, and Willis came in and spiked him in the head or something, and he's out of the ball game. So it's good we have super sub Solly Hoffman, who plays every position, not particularly well, but he plays every position. He's going to be coming in to pinch hit for Evers, and we've got only one guy on the bench. So let's see if we can look at the play-by-play and see what happened there, if I'm right. He's ejected. So I wish they would have told us. So that makes sense. Evers was kind of a hothead from what I've read. So somehow the Willis was out at second base. Maybe came in with a Ty Cobb type spikes for trying to cut Evers, and he took exception and maybe punched the pitcher, and the pitcher doesn't get ejected, but Evers got ejected, I guess. You have to read between the lines there. Anyway, here's Solly Hoffman. He's batting .306. And do we have a possible hit here? 2. So it's a 50-50 shot, looks like. 4, 5, and 6 are hits. But, you know, hey, you're watching me roll all day. I'm not going to roll a 4, 5, or 6. See? A 2, of course. Was there any doubt?
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Steinfeld. It's a good one. That's a good one. Too bad we didn't hit the 4, 5, or 6. We would have at least a man on third base. Maybe even scored.
1 out, man on second.
A 1 run, you know, we're in the 6th inning. 1 run would be huge in this game. Okay, so, but these are incredible outfielders. We have to roll a 6 to get a hit here. And, you know, you've seen my rolling. There's no way on earth I'm going to roll a 6. 3. And he does advance. I guess that's a positive.
2 outs, man on third.
And here's Johnny Kling. He's not a bad hitter. He's batting .377. It's 1 for 2 today. Let's hope that he can get on here with a hit. Walk doesn't help us that much, but a hit. We want a hit. Oh, hit the good column, but didn't get the right number, and the inning's over.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 6th.
So now we've got to substitute here. That means he is no Johnny Evers in the field. Johnny Evers is a 1. He is a 4, although he doesn't make many errors, 65. So you have to roll a 66 to make an error, but that 4 could affect this ball game. Well, let's wait and see, but I can just foresee the difference in this game is the fact that Hoffman is a 4 fielder. Let's see if I'm clairvoyant. Oh, Fred Clark is on, and he has a D possibility of stolen base. This feels like the inning with Honus Wagner on deck.
No outs, man on first.
So let's see. Let's hope for yellow, because then Kling comes into play here, and he's an excellent catcher. So let's not hit 4. Let's not hit 7 or 10. 5. Good. Now they have to roll a 6 to get a stolen base. Otherwise, they're out. Oh, come on. The first good roll of the day. 3. Yes, he's gone.
1 out, base is empty.
So here's Honus Wagner with nobody on. And he just pops out weakly, feebly to third base.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Dots Miller. Uh-oh, base hit. But he has to try to steal. Taylor's a 4 hold, and Kling, we've talked about already, is a 5.
2 outs, man on
So I
first.
believe it's 53 he's got to roll. Higher than 53 to get a stolen base here. So let's hope we don't. 42, he gone. two caught stealings
No runs, 1 hit, and none left on.
in the inning.
Top of the 7th.
Okay, so we're still scoreless. Both teams have 4 hits. Cubs have an error. Willis still has 8 batters before his BF check. Sheckard pops out to third.
1 out, bases empty.
Tinker strikes out. He's batting 175.
2 outs, bases empty.
What can you expect? And here's Slagle batting 169. And he feebly pops out third base.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Bottom of the 7th.
Okay, here's Epstein. Oh, hit the platoon number, but platoon goes our way. He's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Chief Wilson. Oh, he hits 666, but does not get the home run. Oh, we dodged one there. He does have an opportunity to steal.
1 out, man on first.
He's got to roll a 53 or higher than 53. Doesn't. But this time, because it's an asterisk, he's not out. He just holds.
1 out, man on first.
Oh, will they bunt with the pitcher on deck? I don't see it, but... Oh, let's just go halfway. He might hit and run.
It's a hit and run.
Yes. I think 22's okay, though. Ground ball to second. And Wilson advances. I wonder if that defense came into play there.
2 outs, man on second.
So here's Willis. Not much there on his hitting card. There is some things, like that 14 right there. Let's avoid that. Okay, not bad. So we're out of that one. But they got the top of the order in the 8th.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the 8th.
Here's the pitcher, Taylor. Not a bad hitter. Possible. You think Honus Wagner would be automatic, but he does have a lot of errors, and I think his number's only 30-something. 35. Come on. So we have a slightly greater than 50% chance of an error here. And we do! Taylor runs like Leadfoot, so...
No outs, man on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Oh. They're expecting the bunt. He's not the greatest bunter. So I'm just going to swing away or hit and run. The thing is, he's a horrible runner, and he'll probably get thrown out trying to steal. So I'm just going to swing away here. Okay, now he has a possible error. Let's see the error rating, 46. 33. So who's out? Chance, and he has to steal. He's got the plus sign. So chances are he's going to be thrown out trying to steal.
1 out, man on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Oh, we got to roll higher than 46. 24, he's gone. 2 down here in the 8th.
2 outs, bases empty.
Hoffman. Good column, bad result. Popped out to second. So that was
No
nothing.
runs, no hits, 1 error, and none left on. Bottom of the 8th.
So nothing in the 8th. Here's Jap. No, he doesn't strike out, but he pops out. Taylor doesn't strike anybody out. So he pops out.
1 out, bases empty.
Only has 4 Ks in 30 innings. Here's Tommy Leach. He's 0 for 3. Oh, something good for him this time. He has a chance at a double here. And they're going for it. Let's hope we roll a 6. No. So we have a man on second, 1 out. And Clark is up.
1 out, man on second.
Okay, we're not going to walk him to get the Wagner, that's for sure. So we're going to roll the dice. Ooh, hits a good column for him. Because he'll probably advance. No, he hit to the left fielder, so he won't advance.
2 outs, man on second.
So here is what I've talked about. There's no way on earth I'm pitching to Honus Wagner. This is why Dots Miller is the key to the Pirates. But we are walking him. And we're going to take our chances with Dots
2 outs,
Miller.
man on first and second.
Or Alfred E. Newman. Whatever you prefer. This is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Are you nervous? Are you nervous? I am. Here we go. Nothing. Ground out to short. Tinker makes the play. Inning over.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Top of the 9th.
9th inning, no score. Pirates are out hitting the Cubs 6-4. 16 plus 3 means a bunch of nothing.
One out, bases empty.
There's Schulte. 6. Oh, 1 away from a home run again. That's the second time it's happened. That was a good time for a 6-6-6, but okay, so he's got his boost check. His number's higher, so we're going to see him for another 7 batters.
1 out, man on first.
Schulte can try to steal, and if he doesn't make it, he's not out. It's not a plus sign. But he makes it! He's on second, and that brings up Kling.
1 out, man on second.
Now the danger here is hitting that platoon number 3-6, because a man on second base would mean an instant double play, inning over. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh, close. 3-4. Rare play. Oh, this could be a good opportunity. Let's not roll a 1. Roll a 3. Okay. Drive to center field. Batter keeps on running. Leach misses with a diving effort. Ball rolls to the wall. Schulte trots home easily as Kling rounds third and heads for home against the defensive rating of Dots Miller. So the good news is we have a run in. The bad news is we have to run or roll a 1 for Kling to have an inside the park home run. And yeah, see here, if it was the other way around and we had Johnny Evers versus Solly Hoffman, Solly Hoffman's 4, we'd have to roll a 5 or 6 not to have a inside the park home run. But with my rolling, I'm not going to roll a 1. You know that. Oh, I did it! Inside the park home run for the catcher, Johnny Kling. 2-0 Cubs. The fans are irate. Here in the 9th inning, the Cubs have done this time and time again, somehow pulling out a victory, although it's not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, 2-0 lead with the Cubs pitching staff is like an 8-0 lead with other teams.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Jimmy Sheckard. So I guess it was worth it. All those bad rolls, the entire game, and 1 good roll. If you had to pick a time for that 1 good roll, that was it. And we got it. Here's Jimmy Sheckard with 1 out. He hits a good number. Although it's a 59, it's just a single. If it would have been 61, it would have been a double. But he's on. That's the key thing.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Tinker. And he's pretty much, you know, I'm a Cubby through and through, but Joe Tinker has to be, and you can probably come up with a name or two to contradict me on this, but he's probably the worst player in the Hall of Fame. I know it's the Deadball Era, but how many Hall of Famers had a season like this? 233 on base, or 233 batting average, 293 on base. I know he's an excellent fielder, but I mean, I think it was the poem that got him in the Hall of Fame, really. And he's going to bunt here. We're going to try to get through that 3rd run in.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
And let's see if he can pull it off. Doesn't. He pops out. We're not too upset, though. We're still in the glow of the inside the park home run.
2 outs, man on first.
Here's Slagle. Not much of a hitter. And he strikes out. But the damage is done. The Cubs score 2 in the 9th.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
And the good news is, further good news, is we're facing the bottom of the order. Although Chief Wilson is a clutch hitter. Oh, they hit the 6-6. No home run possibility, but they are definitely going to be on base, bringing the tying run to the plate. So it's just a formality rolling there. So Epstein is on. He has a chance to steal.
No outs, man on first.
Here's the stolen base attempt. He has to roll a 54 or higher, and he rolls a 12. But he's not out because it was an asterisk. Here's Wilson. I don't think he's going to bunt. So we will not play the corners in. Another 6-6. Another base hit. We could be seeing something unusual happen here. The Cubs blowing a lead. We can't steal, though, because there's a man on second.
No outs. Men on first and second.
Now here's a chance for a bunt. If I ever saw one, although the pitcher's on deck. But I'm putting the corners in regardless. Jack Taylor is, well, if you roll back-to-back 6-6s, you know, there's nothing as a pitcher you can do.
You're going to use a pinch hitter.
Oh, a pinch hitter and bringing in Ham Hyatt. He's not going to bunt. He's a 5. You don't bring in Ham Hyatt to bunt. Okay, so here's where the only left-hander we have on the bench is Mr. Jack Feister. He is feisty. And he is one of the starters, and he's going to be starting in 2 days. So I think we can bring him in to face a lefty, but yeah. We're going to leave in Taylor. And look at that. This is terrible. Single. Abstein scores. Wilson goes to third. Tying run on third with nobody out. The boost check. He's still in the game. Oh, man. This does not happen very often. So we don't want this run to score. We are going to... They're probably going to bring in a pinch hitter, I imagine. But we'll just bring the infield in just in case. Nope, they're leaving him in. And, oh, too bad nobody's on second because it would have been a double play, but there's one out.
One out, men on first and third.
Once again, the infield comes in. You say, well, what about the double play? Well, the only double plays are here and here. 4-2, 4-3. And so it's better to play the infield in my opinion. Oh, there's the tie ball game. He hits the ball deep, and Wilson will score, and we are tied. Cubs blow a 2-run lead in the 9th.
2 outs, men on first.
These Pirates are tenacious. Here's Leach with 2 out. And he flies out. But the damage is done. The Pirates tie the game 2-2. We're going to extra innings.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 10th.
Okay, as you know, we only have 1 guy on the bench, so we are leaving the pitcher in. He's not a bad hitter, 208. And he walks. It pays off, although he's slow. This reminds me last time Taylor got on and then Chance was up, and
no outs, men on first.
I think we hit that
the third baseman is playing
4-6, and he had to try to steal, and then he was thrown out. This time there's nobody out. You know, you just have to bunt here, don't you? Or maybe hit and run. Well, again, if we get something where he's forced to steal, although they've changed catchers. Yes, because they hit for Gibson, and so they have to put Simon in the game to catch, so that's a little bit better news. But still, he's 3 is higher than 1, so he would be out instantly on any kind of pitch outs or anything. What would you do? What would you do? He's our best hitter. He's got so many good things here. That's why I'm just going to swing. Oh, 1 away from... He lines out.
1 out, man on first.
Okay, well, this time we bunt.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
Okay, we have an error possibility. 50-50 shot. Come on, higher than 36. No, 12. Hit that 12 several times. Well, he still advances to second. And that gives
2 outs, man on second.
Harry Steinfeld a chance to be the hero here. Oh, hit the good column, but he flies out harmlessly to Clark, ending the inning.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 10th.
Okay, we face the heart of the Pittsburgh order here in the 10th. No 6-6 to start the inning.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Wagner. He's walked twice, one intentionally, one unintentionally, and grounded out and popped out to go 0 for 2 so far. And here's a possible hit. 66% chance. Remember, we rolled a 1 earlier on this, so this time we roll a good number. He's out. He's 0 for 3.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Dots Miller, 1 for 4. And he walks here. Keeps the inning alive for Abstein, who was a spark plug in the 9th.
2 outs, men on first.
Got things going with that 6-6 single. Not this time, though. And he grounds out the first, and the inning's over. So we're going to the 11th.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 11th.
So you notice that Willis here is done with his BF. And now all we have to do is get somebody on base, and he is fatigued. So let's hope that we do it right away. Although the Pirate bullpen is pretty awesome. Look at this. Wildfire Schulte hits one off the outfield screen, and the Cubs lead 3-2. 666. Those numbers never look so sweet.
No outs, base is empty. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
And they chases Vic Willis out of the ball game. He cannot win today. He cannot win his 7th ball game of the year. Instead, Chick Brandom is in the game trying to hold the Cubs to that 1 run to give him a chance of coming back once more. And they are saying, we don't want to walk Johnny Kling. Johnny Kling hit his he hit his first home run. Is a 2-run home run. Last time up, inside the park variety. There's a good one too. Ballpark effect, though home run chance is very remote. So he won't have a 2-home run game. But he has a chance to steal. And with Mr. Simon, the catcher, the chances are much better than before.
No outs, men on first. The third baseman is playing in.
I don't want to keep calling him Mr. Simon. What is his real name? Mike. Mike Simon. So let's see if we can steal off Mike Simon. Kling. Going Speedy Kling, but no, 16.
No outs, men on first.
So no outs, but
is playing in.
We have that familiar dilemma of having Tinker on deck. You can't hit his own weight. So should we try the old hit and run here? Let's do it. Let's see what we can do here.
It's a hit and run.
Looks good. That looks good. Ground in the hole shortstop, but he's a 1. Unless we roll another 1, it'll just be an out. Nope, a 2. But Kling goes to second base for Joe Tinker.
1 out, man on second.
And of course, we face the possibility of that 3-6 nightmare. Nope, but it's a weak fly ball. Does very little.
2 outs, man on second.
And here's Jimmy Slagle, who's 0 for 4. Grounded out, popped out, and struck out. No ball out of the infield. And it looks like he walks here. A 5 with a base open is a walk.
2 outs, men on first and second.
And here's our pitcher up, Jack Taylor. I've been telling you he's a good hitter. He's been on a couple times with an error and a walk, but has not made solid contact yet. Okay, we have to roll a 6 here. Otherwise, it's end of the inning. Roll a 6, we could have a 2-run lead. 3. But we won't complain because Wildfire Schulte hits one out of the park, and the Cubs lead 3-2. But we've been in this position before, and we cannot even rejoice that it's the bottom of the order because this is who is doing the damage today for the Pirates. Chief Wilson, I tell you, he's a clutch hitter. He's 2 for 4 today. And not this time. Ground ball to first base, 1 away. Here's, I keep thinking Miles Simon, but it's Mike Simon.
1 out, base is empty.
He's 0 for 5 so far this year. He is 167 batter in real life. But these are the kind of guys that come up big sometimes. And he has a possibility of a hit, and he has to roll a 6 to get the hit, otherwise he's out. Ooh, 5, close, but he's out. It brings up Brandom.
2 outs, base is empty.
Or should I say a pinch hitter.
The manager calls for a pinch hitter.
Alan Stork. Which is, Dad delivered babies for a living. And that's it.
Chicago wins the game in extra innings. Until next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
So there's the ball game. Jack Taylor goes to 3-0. The winner, the loser, Vic Willis, 6-2. And the MVP going 11 innings, giving up 2 runs, 9 hits, Jack Taylor. So, ladies and gentlemen, another exciting ball game featuring the Deadball Era. I tell you, there's something about these close, tight, everything matters games that really gets you going. But the good team won. I'm sorry, you Pirates fans. I'm such a homer. You know, 100 and what is it now? This is 2013. 105 years of fertility. I've earned the right to be a little bit of a homer for our one good squad, that 06 to 08 Cubs. Well, that's the ball game. Hope you enjoyed this game, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure bringing to you once again. This is King Icky Boo with Tiny Archibald saying so long from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So long, everybody.